Every morning, he sat on the same cracked bench just outside the glass-windowed boutique on Rose Street. Wrapped in a dusty coat with a hood pulled low, he held an old, wooden mirror in his lap, its surface weathered, the frame carved with symbols no one recognized. He never spoke, never begged, just watched the world pass by, as if waiting for something no one else could see. To most, he was invisible. To a few, he was a joke. A group of young professionals often stopped for coffee across the street. They saw him daily. One day, the loudest among them chuckled. Maybe he thinks the mirror will show him a better life. Another joked, or maybe it's cursed, like if you look into it, you see the loser you really are. They laughed, filmed a short video mocking him, posted it, got views, moved on. But the mirror stayed. One evening, just before closing, a curious woman, quiet, newly hired at the design studio next door, approached him. She didn't offer money or pity. She simply asked, "Why the mirror?" He looked up for the first time in days. His eyes held years in them. He spoke softly. "It shows truth, but only if you're ready." Then he handed her a folded note with only 2 words, *midnight. "Look, *. That night, unable to sleep, she returned. The street was quiet, the wind biting. He was gone, but the mirror remained, propped on the bench, untouched. Hesitant, she stepped in front of it. At first, nothing. Just her reflection. Then something shifted. The boutique behind her disappeared from the glass. The street around her faded. Instead, she saw herself alone, older, surrounded by books she never wrote, paintings she never painted, dreams she never chased. Her reflection wept without sound, and a voice whispered, not from behind, but from within, "You are not afraid of failure. You are afraid of being seen." She stumbled back, shaken. The mirror went dark. The street returned to normal. And the man? Nowhere. The next day, she shared her experience with the group across the street. They laughed. One of them, a rising tech executive, scoffed and crossed over. "Let's test the myth." He stood before the mirror and froze. His face went pale. He backed away like he'd seen a ghost. When they asked what he saw, he refused to answer. Days later, he resigned from his job and vanished from social media. Whispers spread. The mirror had power, but no one could explain it. More people came. Some waited hours just to stand before it. A journalist tried to record its reflections, but every photo turned out blank. One spiritual influencer live-streamed his moment, only for his feed to cut to black. The last sound heard? A whisper. "This isn't for them. It's for you." And still, the man never returned. Only the mirror remained. One evening, a letter appeared on the bench, placed neatly beneath the mirror's base. It was addressed to those who think they know who they are. The letter revealed that the man had once been a renowned psychologist, one of the best in the country. But after a scandal, fabricated by colleagues jealous of his growing influence, he vanished. What the world didn't know was that he'd spent the next 2 decades studying human perception, self-sabotage, and subconscious fear. His final project? A mirror, crafted not from ordinary glass, but from a blend of reflective minerals and microlenses designed to respond to neural frequency. Not magic, science. But to those who looked, it felt spiritual, deep, unforgiving. He had placed it on the street not for fame, not for money, but to offer a gift, a chance to face your truest self if you dared. The letter ended with one final challenge. What you hide defines you more than what you show. If you can't look at yourself in silence, you'll never hear the truth in others. Weeks later, the mirror disappeared. Just gone. Some claim it was stolen. Others believe it was never there to begin with. But those who saw their reflection differently, who changed course, rewrote their lives, walked away from lies they told themselves for years, they know it was real. And somewhere, another mirror waits. Maybe in another city. Maybe in your path tomorrow. Maybe it's already within you. Because sometimes, truth doesn't shout. It reflects. And all it asks is that you look. Keywords: Motivational story, emotional YouTube story, homeless man's secret, hidden truth, self-discovery journey, mirror reflection life lesson, viral transformation story, powerful twist ending, true identity reveal, psychological suspense, inspiring tale, face your fears, hidden past, change your life story, real life parable. Let me know if you want a cinematic voiceover version or thumbnail concept next.